face yoga method teacher and a physical therapist, but I want to share with you my knowledge about sunlight, sunscreen, vitamin D, because it is an important part when it comes to face yoga. And as a face yoga teacher, my students ask me all the time, are you using sunscreen? How often do you use sunscreen? Should I use sunscreen? Which type of sunscreen? Why do we have to use sunscreen? And I just want to make it a little bit more clear from my perspective, why and how I am using sunscreen and what I know about the good things the sunlight can do for us and the not so good things the sunlight can do for us. So how does that work and what does sunlight do? Not only the vitamin D, but there are other things the sunlight and the UV rays are doing with our skin. I want to talk about that. So when you are out in the sunlight or in the sun, we have a natural alarm system, and that's the sunburn. So when we get a sunburn, that is an alarm signal from our body. Go out of the sun. You have enough. You don't need more. Go out of the sun. And these are the UVB rays. And exactly at that moment when our skin gets this very light pinkish color, so the beginning of the sunburn, is the moment where our body produces the most vitamin D. So our body is intelligent, very intelligent, because he is producing the vitamin D, and when we have enough sun, when the vitamin D production is enough, and when we had enough sun, and when there is not too much cell damage, our body says, regarding the UVB rays, whoo, now it's enough, little sunburn, go out of the sun. That is very intelligent. But there are not only the UVB rays, and not everything with the UVB rays is good. It's just, what I'm talking about is just we need the UVB rays for the vitamin D production, which is good. The UVB rays also can lead to cell damage and everything. But this is just for today for the vitamin D. But on the other hand, we have the UVA rays. And the UVA rays are the worst because the UVA rays penetrate much deeper into the skin. So it's the same sunlight. We have the UVB rays, we have the UVA rays, we have the UVB rays, woo, sunburn, go out of the sun. We have the the UVA rays penetrating deeper, doing much more cell damage or different cell damage. And they are responsible for skin cancer, and they are responsible, and now we are coming to the face yoga, they are responsible for, it is called photoaging because of the light on the UV rays, the UVA rays. And this just means premature aging. So you get this creepy skin, you get fine lines and a lot of fine lines and wrinkles. It's a dry skin, it's creepy skin, and all types of fine lines and wrinkles you are getting because of sun damage. It's not easy to get rid of. When I have expression wrinkles or because of gravity, everything is sagging down, or when I have the wrong sleeping position, all these wrinkles, I can deal pretty easy with. I can see there is a wrinkle, I can find the right face yoga method exercises, I can work with it, and I can get rid of them or diminish them or stop them from getting deeper. But sun damage wrinkles, you cannot get rid of, and it is really hard to diminish them a little bit. You should use sunscreen not only in the summer. Of course, the sunlight is there. The sunlight is there when it's sunny outside. It's there when it's not sunny outside, because the UV rays are always there, even if you're sitting in the shadow. Not that extreme when you're in the sun, in the direct sunlight, but they are still there. So please make sure sunscreen doesn't have to do anything with summer. Apply sunscreen also in the winter or when you're sitting behind a window, right? Okay, yes, I feel my skin is so dry when I was in the sun. Yes, that's what I was talking about, this creepiness, you say that, creepiness, this feeling that everything was soaked out of the sun, because your body needs to work against the sunlight. Your body tries to protect your skin. Your body tries to build a barrier or to help your skin, and that costs a lot of healthy, healthy hydration and everything. You are sweating more, so your body gets hydrated from different points of use. So, do I have to drink more? Yes, you have to drink more. Another good question. Yes, you have to drink. So we are not at the end now. No, after this question, I will stop and we will answer all the questions. So, but that's another good question. Do I have to drink? Yes, you have to when you are out in the sunlight and you are using. Maybe you have to work in the garden, or you have a job where you have to be out in the sunlight. You have applied sunscreen. You are protected against the sun, but you are sweating. And when you are sweating, you are not only losing water, but you are also losing minerals. So make sure when you are sweating, when you are out in the sun, protected, but you are still sweating, make sure that you are drinking not just water, but please drink a good water with a lot of minerals in. And maybe you can just add a little bit of good salt, not the white store-bought blah 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 salt. Use a good salt, a Himalayan sea salt, or a Himalayan pink salt, or a sea salt. So just a little bit of a salt that you are getting, that you're balancing out your mineral level. Okay, so I don't want to make this live again too long. I will stop here, and I hope you are having a wonderful weekend out in the sun with your sun protection and your sunscreen.